This card doesn't have a name, and it is devil, the devil, and the star. Major arcana are regarded as relating to matters of higher purpose or deep significance in the inner world, which means they tell you how your inner world affects your life. And 22 cards of major arcana talk about the journey of the fool, the picture that we have seen, the fool to explore the world. This is the picture of the fool card. And so who is the fool and why does he has to explore the world? I will give you the answer to this question later on the second part. Now we move to another part, minor arcana. Minor arcana card relate to the outer world, the world outside, the everyday world, have immediate significance. Which means they tell you how your outside world affects your life or how you interact with the world outside. For example, your relationships with other people, your career, your finance problems also. And the 56 cards of minor arcana are divided into 4 suits, normally named Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. I will give you some example of each suit. The first suit is Wands. As you can see on this picture, the minor arcana cards do not have a number, a Roman numeral on the top, and they also do not have their own name, but they are numbered from 8 to 10. So here we have Ace of Wands, 8 of Wands. We also have 2 of Wands, 3, 4, 5, up to 10 of Wands. So the elements in each wand card is fire. They represent creativity and will, so they normally relate to education and friendship. The second suit is cup. The element in each cup is water. They represent emotion and love, and normally relate to romantic relationships. The third part is swords. The element is air, and they represent reason, normally relate to career or health. The last suit is pentacle. The element in each pentacle card is earth. They represent material, body, and perception. As you can see on this picture, the general color of this picture is yellow. And what reminds you of the color yellow? Gold. So normally they relate to finance and properties. And that's the end of the minor arcana part. Now we move to the last part. In each tarot deck, it is court cards. Actually, court cards are part of minor arcana because each suit in minor arcana have 4 court cards. They are Page, Knight, Queen, and King. For example, we have Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the last one, King of Pentacles. Here are just some examples. So, actually, court cards are very difficult to interpret or to explain, to understand, because they might indicate the people in the seeker's life or the seeker himself. So what is the seeker here? If you come to an interpreter to ask her a question, and she used a tarot deck to answer your question, you are the seeker and she is the interpreter. The court cards sometimes they are just symbols, for example, message, movement, or trip. And the last thing, zodiac symbols. Zodiac are a good way to interpret the court cards. The second part in my presentation today, I will tell you about some example of tarot spread. First, to someone that has no idea about what is tarot spread, I can simply say that tarot spread are kinds of arranging cards on a flat place, like a table. So for example, in each spread we can have one card each time, 3 cards each time, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, even 13 cards each time. But the important point is that these cards must be arranged in order in some position, some certain position, and each position has a name. So as for the interpreter to combine the meaning of each card to draw out a picture, to answer the seeker's question or to help the seeker find his or her solution to the problem. The first example is dewdrop. In dewdrop spread, we will have one card each time, and this spread acts like a mirror. Why does it act like a mirror? Because you can use this spread for daily tarot spread, which means every day on the morning you can pick up a card just to know what is going to happen in your day. The example I want to give you is the Fool. I have promised to tell you about the story of the Fool. The Fool, you can see the number on the top is 0, which means the Fool has nothing in his hand. He has nothing, he knows almost nothing. This card stands for a new start, which means if the seeker can pick up this card, he or she is in the state of newness, start or the beginning of something new. As I said, the seeker knows almost nothing, but he doesn't feel embarrassed, he doesn't feel unconfident, but he feels free and energized. But sometimes the Fool is overly optimistic and too naive, and this may lead to some foolish actions. But the Fool is very eager, very energetic to discover the world. He will travel to the 21 cards of major arcana to experience some situations or to meet some new people in order to be mature. The second example of the spread is Lily Pond. In Lily Pond spread, we will have 3 cards each time, and they normally represent past, present, and future. You will see each card has a position, and each position has a name: mind, body, spirit, or past, present, future, or background, problem, advice. The last example is Celtic Cross. As you can see on the picture, there are 10 cards in the picture. Actually, they have to be placed in this order. It can be different. It must be in this order from 1 to 10, and each position has a name. The duty of the interpreter is to use these names to combine the card meaning in order to draw our picture, to understand what is the seeker want to ask, or what is the seeker problem. The last part of my presentation today, I would like to mention the relationship between religion and tarot. First, I have to emphasize that tarot does not contradict any religion, which means you don't have to follow another god to understand or to follow tarot. Unfortunately, a lot of people misunderstand that tarot is dark art, and they think that when a person uses tarot to look into the future or look into the past, he or she is betraying their religion. But it's not true. Tarot just a means you use to understand more about yourself and about the world around you. It does not force you to do anything harmful to yourself, either to other people. So my presentation's purpose today, I just want to introduce you a very interesting kind of divination, because It has helped me a lot to relax my mind, to get more confident, to wipe out negative thoughts, to be more optimistic. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.